The Fantasy Footballers.
Close up on Jason. Oh, how's it going, Jason?
Testing.
Would this count as a show up to the show if we just left the camera here the whole time? I'm just staring at the monitor here, and I see Jason is with us, obviously. Me, Mike, and Jason. Mike, by the way, your hair looks great.
Thank you.
You cut off about, like 20, 30 pounds of it?
At the minimum.
Wow. Yeah.
And it was insane.
You can no longer escape a tall tower utilizing your hair.
Yeah,
Rapunzel.
I have let many people climb up to the second story of my house, skipping the front door.
Sure. No, that's what I would do. So your hair's gone. Thanks to everybody who helped contribute over at FootClanHelp.com with Mike's aunt and the things she was facing. The generosity is really humbling, I know, for Mike and for his family. So very thankful for that, and Mike has cut his hair.
It's gone.
Jason's not here. In his place is a bear. That's all I'm going to say. Although I'm looking at the monitor, and what I'm saying is some whole YouTube channel and show should exist with this. I mean, this is beautiful. It's great to be on here. Not just we just finished a podcast episode where, unfortunately, you just can't see the bear. But I could sit here for hours and just. Can we get another zoom in there? Let's hear this.
Hey, everybody.
I can let this run. I've got about 2 minutes and 5 seconds of bear sounds. And this is not to show up to the show, but I could just let it go.
Do we have a topic?
We do. We have a topic. So I thought we'd talk Guardians of the Galaxy because it just came out, Volume 2. Obviously, the first one was a huge hit, and the second movie, everybody has to go out and see it. Yeah, I think it's a funny thing in and of itself. When a good movie comes out, everybody gets a little panicky. It's like, I got to see it. Like, if other people see it and I haven't seen it yet,
well, I think
something could happen to me.
Well, yeah, you can get spoiled.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, is that the end of the world?
Yes.
Is it really going to ruin much?
It can. I mean, in this world of information overload, going into something completely fresh, not knowing what's going to happen is very exciting.
You get spoiled every trailer that comes out.
That's why you don't watch trailers.
Well, you actually have put that into practice.
I mean,
so that's true.
But
the trailers are so good.
There are pivotal moments of things that if something is spoiled, those things are extremely impactful if you can make it without it. I will give you an example.
Sure.
There's if you have not seen all the Harry Potters, spoiler alert for Harry Potter is incoming. What do you got to say?
No, go for it.
I did not know that
Wait, are we ruining something for you, Brooks, over there?
No, you're good.
You've been waiting all these years for the Harry Potter series?
It's Snape, correct, with a P?
Yes, sir.
I didn't know that he killed Dumbledore.
Okay.
And when that happened, I was like,
somebody told you that?
No one told me. I made it into because I didn't read the books. I've just been following the movies, so I made it into the movie, and I had no idea that was going to happen. And as I'm watching this, I'm like, this is incredible.
So for you, it wasn't spoiled, and then it was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, it's like Game of Thrones, man. There are some impactful moments that if they've been spoiled, it sucks. It takes away impact of that moment.
I have always been of the opinion that sometimes those TV movies that grab you is because you don't know anything about it.
Yes.
You turn it on, and you're intrigued by just what's happening on the screen. You don't know what actors are coming later. There's all those, like, spoilers of omission. You know, the spoiler where, okay, you don't know the end result, but you also know you see the guy on the screen, and you know he's alive at the end of the movie because they showed you this scene. So you know he can't die before that type of thing.
It's like cameos. If you know that a cameo is coming up, it's not nearly as good.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Stallone.
I knew he was in it.
Did you know he was in it?
Yes, I knew he was in it.
I did not know he was in it. So overall impressions of the movie.
Did you watch the credits at the beginning of the movie when they said he was in it?
No, I was watching Groot dance. I was watching Baby Groot dance. By the way, we are going to talk about the movie. So.
Okay, there you go. Big
spoiler alert. Wait, I'm sure the show after the show, Brooks, you'll be smart enough to put Guardians of the Galaxy review on it.
I will.
So if you're watching something called Guardians of the Galaxy review and not expecting,
that's on you.
That's on you. Plus, although I'd watch something with this bear in it. So, impressions of the movie.
I thought that the movie was.
Let's get the context here. What did you think of the first one? Out of 10, what would you rate the first one?
I will say this: when I saw Guardians in the theater years back,
We saw it together.
We did see it together. I thought it was absolutely incredible. I made my wife watch the first one because she hadn't seen it the night before we went to see the second because I wanted her to be able to follow along. I didn't think it was as good. It was not as good as I remembered it.
Interesting.
It was still a strong comic book movie, but I don't know. It wasn't. I guess I had built it up in my memory as this amazing epic space adventure, but it just I don't know. It didn't age as well.
Interesting.
So going into the second, I'm expecting strong things, and I think overall it was a good movie, but it fell into the pit of they wanted every single just overused cheap emotional connection to people. I mean, you had the relationship with Rocket and now his name's gone from me.
Yeah, his adoptive.
Lindu. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Yeah, his adoptive dad. Blue Man.
He's part of the Blue Man group.
The Blue Man group.
He got out of the Vegas show for a little bit, but they go with the I am you, you are me. Then you have the reconnecting with
sisters
with dad. Then you have the sisters reconnecting. I mean, everyone is just reconnecting with a family member, a strange family, or a new family member, and it's just it starts losing the impact for me.
That's fair. I thought I was like you. I think when I watched on later, I didn't like it as much as the movie theater, the first one. But I still loved it. Like it surprised me in the theaters with the soundtrack and how funny it was. And I'm not the biggest superhero fan anyway, so for me, the comedy and the characters and the acting and stuff, like I thought the second one was good, not great. I thought the second one was good, like super worth going to, but the soundtrack wasn't as good. The story wasn't as good to me. You start to get to the point where you're like leaning on what has happened before too, and so I think the first one was better.
There's so many weird moments of the second one that are gaping plot holes to me that make no sense. Where you had I should have had. I didn't know this was the topic.
I sprung
would have
it on
people's names. But the robotic sister, Gamora's sister, she's on the ship with the space pirates, and jumps into the conversation and says, "Well, I'm going to do this. You're going to give me 10% and a ship." And the space go to the next scene. They're like, "Okay, well, here's your ship.
Yeah,
we are pirates. We are space pirates. We're fine with you taking 10%." Like,
did you like it better than the first one, Brooks?
Sense.
No, definitely not better than the first, but I wasn't disappointed, though.
No, I don't think I was disappointed in it. That's nice. I mean, that's saying something about a sequel.
I think I was close to that. I was close to disappointment. And then the moment when Kurt Russell he's launched into a monologue. He basically goes into like a villain monologue. And he's like, "Well, that's why I had to put the brain tumor in her." Like,
yeah.
Why are you even bringing that up? Why?
I wasn't disappointed.
Like he's at the finish line of his plan, and for some reason he just has to throw this nugget up there,
the tumor nugget. That would speak to what you're saying about trying to take advantage of every possible emotional moment in the movie. So I agree with that. I was more disappointed in my own ability to control the amount of candy and
this is your life though.
And soda that I would eat at the theater. Like I have got problems. Like I am not 17 anymore. I'm like double that. And man, I had the Milk Duds and the ginger ale going, and about 3/4 of the way through the movie, I was just like, I was going. They put in these recliners in all the theaters out here in Arizona, and they're great if you want a $9 nap, a $12 nap.
I'll tell you what. This is how I do movies now. Is you get the movie time before noon.
Yeah, which is always a good decision.
But I'm saying it's a good financial decision.
Right.
So I mean, I get out of the tickets costing me $10 for two people to
Matinee.
go. A tremendous savings. And you just get the complimentary water cup, man.
And
that's all I get. So I'm going to the movie theater for $10.
What's the fun in that?
It's great.
I need to spend. If I'm not spending $38 at concessions, I'm not going to the movies. Plus, the amount you spend at concessions, that's why diabetes happens, because you have to eat it all. You're like, if I don't eat this, it's a $40 loss.
I thought you were just like, I'm keeping the theater business alive. Me single-handedly at the
right.
concessions.
Yeah, they're struggling out there with their upcharge of 3D on every movie for.
And you don't see the 3D. $10.
Yeah. So, all right. We'll catch you later. Jason will be back on Thursday, unfortunately. See you later.
Goodbye.